Barak Yahuwah, Bahashem Yusha Mashiach. I forgive myself, ask Yahuwah to forgive me, forgive our forefathers, and Yahuwah forgive us all, and have grace and mercy and compassion on us all. The name of this particular topic is the clean and unclean foods according to the Bible. We're in Leviticus chapter 11, and Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe and to Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Jerusalem, saying, These are the animals, the beasts, which you shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth, and people of beasts too. All right. Whatsoever part of the hoof of his cloven footed, and chew the cud among the beasts, them shall you eat. Nevertheless, these you shall not eat of them. Verse 4. All right. Them that chew the cud, or them that divide the hoof, as the camel, all right, as the coney. Verse 6, the hare, which is the rabbit. Verse 7, the swine, all right. Though they divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, they are unclean unto you, all right. Of their flesh you shall not eat, nor their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean. And verse 9, these shall you eat that is in the water, whatsoever have fins and scales, not fins and shells, but fins and scales. Verse 9. And the seas and the rivers, them shall you eat. Verse 10, Leviticus 11:10. All that have not fins and scales, all that have not fins and scales in the seas and the rivers, of all that move in the waters, of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even abomination unto you. You shall not eat of their flesh, but you shall have their carcass an abomination. Verse 12. Whatsoever have not no fins nor scales, whatsoever have no fins or scales in the waters, all right, they shall be an abomination unto you. Verse 13. And these are they, all right, you shall have an abomination among the fowls, the birds. They shall not be eaten. All right, they're an abomination. The eagle, all right, the ostrich, the ostrich, the osprey, the vulture, the raven, the owl, the cuckoo, the little owl, the comrade, the great owl, the swan, the pelican, the gier eagle, the stork, the heron, after her kind, and the lopin and the bat. Verse 20. All the fowls that creep going up on all fours shall be an abomination unto you. All right. Verse 21. Yet these may you eat. Every flying, creeping thing go up on all fours, which have legs above their feet to leap with all upon the earth. All right. He said we can eat these. Locusts, ball locust, beetle, grasshopper. All right. But all other flying, creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you. Verse 24. And for these you shall be unclean, and whosoever touch the carcass of them shall be unclean until the evening. All right. And you can keep reading. Let's go to Deuteronomy. All right. Chapter 14. We are the children of Yahuwah, Aluah. We shall not cut ourselves. Hold on, Shalakia. Yeah, we shall not cut ourselves to make bonds between our eyes for the dead. All right. He said for the dead. Verse 2. For we are set apart people unto Yahuwah, Aluah. And Yahuwah have chosen us to be a special people unto himself above all nations that are upon earth. Verse 3. Deuteronomy 14:3. We shall not eat any abominable thing. Verse 4. These are the animals which we shall eat: the ox, the sheep, the goat, the hart, the roebuck, the fallow deer, the wild goat, the pygarg, and the wild ox, and the chamois. Verse 6. And every animal, beast that parted the hoof and cleaved the cleft into 2 paws, and chew the cud among the beasts, you shall eat. Verse 7. Nevertheless, these shall you not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the cloven hoof, as the camel, the hare, the coon, all right, even though they chew the cud, divide the hoof, they are unclean unto us. Verse 8, the swine, because it divide the hoof, yet chew not the cud, is unclean unto us. We shall not eat of their flesh nor touch their carcass. And verse 9, these shall, all right, these we shall eat of all that are in the waters, all that have fins and scales. All that have fins and scales shall we eat, Barak Yahuwah. Verse 10, and whatsoever have not fins and scales, we may not eat it. It is unclean unto us. All right, verse 11, of all clean birds we shall eat. Verse 12, but these are they which we shall not eat, the eagle, all right, the ostrich, the osprey, the gled, the kite, the vulture, after his kind, the raven, after her kind, the owl, the nighthawk, the cuckoo, the hawk after his kind, the little owl, the great owl, and the swan, and the pelican, the gier eagle, and the cormorant, and the stork, all right, and the heron, all right, heron, I gotta look that up, after her kind, and the lapwing, and the bat, and every creeping thing that flies is unclean unto you. They shall not be eaten. Verse 20, but all of the clean fowls we may eat. All right. We shall not eat of anything that died of itself. We shall give it unto the stranger. We shall give it unto the stranger that is at our gates, that they may eat it. Or we may sell it unto the alien, which is the stranger. For we are set apart people unto Yahuwah, Aluah. All right. We shall not see it a kid in his mother's milk. All right. So Deuteronomy 15. Let's go hit the second Timothy. Let me see, Second Timothy. Might be First Timothy. Yes, First Timothy. Chapter 4. Now the Ruach speaks expressly that in the last days some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrine of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience sealed with a hot iron, forbidding to marry, and commanding to abstain from meats, and commanding, verse 3, to abstain from meats, which Yahuwah have created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. For every creature of Yahuwah is good and nothing to be refused if it be received with thanksgiving. Verse 5, for it is sanctified by the word of Yahuwah in prayer. Verse 6, if we put the brethren and sisters in remembrance of these things, we shall be good ministers of Yahushua HaMashiach, nourished up in the words of faith and of good doctrine, whereuntil we have attained. All right, verse 7, but refuse profane old wives, fables, and exercise ourselves rather unto being set apart. All right, fables is Thanksgiving Day, December 25th, Mother's Day, paganism of fables, tradition of men of fables. So if the Bible say don't do it more, now that's in the New Testament. He say, all right, read that again. 2 Timothy 4, all right, and 3, forbidding to marry and commanding to abstain from meats which Yahuwah have created to be received with thanksgiving, them that which believe and know the truth. So we got to go back to the Old Testament, what I just read, the Torah, to see what the dietary law was. Okay, everything is not food. Matter of fact, let's go over to Acts real quick. Chapter 11. All right. Acts chapter 11. All right, we're going to start at verse 5. He was in the city of Joppa praying, and a train fell in the trance, and he saw a vision. A certain vessel descended, as it had been a great sheet let down from Shemaim of the four corners, and it came to him at evening. All right. Verse 6, upon which when he had fastened his eyes, he considered and saw four-footed beasts of all the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air.